Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur 24. Folge Greedfall. Das letzte Mal war eine extrem unangenehme Situation. Aphra, die wir neu dazu bekommen haben, dort auf der linken Seite, wollte unbedingt mehr über die Rituale der Einheimischen von Teer Fradee rausfinden und deswegen sind wir einigen Leuten gefolgt und ich habe Reputation mit den Einheimischen verloren und auch mit Sjorda. Oh mein Gott, das war so unangenehm. Also nicht viel. Wir sind immer noch gut drauf hier. Friendly. Mit Sjorda sind wir auf nice. Also das geht alles. Trotzdem, das war... Ich habe nicht unbedingt so viel Lust darauf, das zu wiederholen. Wir werden jetzt etwas machen, wo wir ganz einfach unsere Reputation wieder glatt bügeln können. Wir müssen nämlich mit Leuten hier, wo ist das denn? Ja, genau. Hier auf dieser Map irgendwo, ich weiß, ich habe keine Ahnung wo. Ja, uns die Situation angucken, weil da Bäume abgeholzt worden sind und die Einheimischen möchten das gerne wieder aufforsten, weil das so ihr Job ist. Aber die Leute wollen das nicht zulassen und dann werden wir mal schauen, dass wir das hinkriegen. Ach komm. Es ist entkommen. Die Map sagt, wir müssen da raus. Ich verstehe das leider nicht so ganz, aber ich versuche es nachzuvollziehen. So, hier sollen wir raus. Ah, wir haben eine neue Map. War The Tall Trees. Die hohen Bäume. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, also mir kommen sie normal hoch vor. Ich glaube, da gehen wir auch relativ direkt hin. Ist hier eine Camp Area? Kann ich noch nicht sehen. Schlecht links was lang. Oh, das sind böse Viecher. Ja. Aber zum Glück ist meine Bombe richtig krass. Komm. Och Mann. So, das habe ich mal geblockt. Da stehen auch einige Leute rum. Vielleicht möchten die mit uns reden. Hallo, ich bin Desade. Und wer seid ihr?
Some Renaigse around here.
That doesn't happen often. Do you want something?
You're very isolated here. Why live so far from a village?
It's a long story. Matir, will you tell him?
When I was young, I got engaged to a young man. But he wasn't my Minundanem. I thought he was, but I was wrong. And one day, I met the one I would love for all my life. As I had broken my engagement, we were exiled.
So, our parents came to settle here. They built this house, and we were born.
There. Now you know the whole story. Do you want to know anything else?
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Ey, die sieht einfach genauso aus wie die eine in Eden. Crazy. Ah, ich sehe unsere Campsite. Ja. Die Steine gefallen mir nicht. 3 von 5 Sternen. So, da hast du dazu eigentlich gar nichts zu sagen, dass die einfach mal rausgeschmissen worden sind, weil sie den Falschen geheiratet haben, beziehungsweise durchgebrannt sind. Hey, cool, wir können so... Ich dachte, wir können reingehen. Gut, wenn wir nicht dürfen, dann nicht. Ich möchte keine Wetten abschließen, aber ich sage, Oh. Ich wollte eigentlich sagen, dass wir da zu einem Skill-Altar kommen, aber der Weg ist blockiert. Naja. Ah, verdammt. Da müssen wir wohl zurücklaufen. Aber ich finde es interessant, dass hier das so generell ein bisschen trockener und nach Tannenwald aussieht, als in anderen Gebieten. Das gefällt mir ziemlich gut. Was so auch das generelle Gefühl dieser verschiedenen Flora rübergebracht wurde. Okay, aber das hier ist mein fetter Baumstamm. Na schön. Hier oben gibt es nichts weiter zu sehen. Dann wollen wir uns mal der Quest annähern. Och, Aphra will gleich wieder was von uns. Aphra, bitte. Wir machen jetzt noch diese eine Quest zu Ende. Und dann können wir nochmal drüber reden. Okay? Und wehe, du zerstörst wieder meine Reputation. Das hat echt keinen Spaß gemacht. Es hat so wenig Spaß gemacht, dass ich jetzt da gegen die Leine gelaufen bin. Ja, das ist ein größerer Baum. Und hier vorne irgendwo müsste auch unser Camp sein. Oh, das ist halt so richtig Wald. Oh, ja. Das ist auch ein dicker Baum. Boah, wir können jetzt 4 Camps insgesamt aufbauen. Dann ist hier aber noch einiges. Ah, ja. Huh. Mal schauen, wie das noch endet hier auf der Map. Ich dachte, die wäre ein bisschen kleiner. Moin, Leute. Oh, shit. Da gibt's Ärger gerade.
Do not force us to use our weapons.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Yeah, right. We told you to leave. Now go.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Sardé. I am the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed some light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see her.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in. Do not force us to use our weapons.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
So, was kannst du uns sagen?
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Ja.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue, blood at the corners of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell emanating from their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned. That this doctor could have believed that this was simply an illness is beyond me.
I can't see anything else of interest.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these 3 men be poisoned?
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Ich wette, das waren die Exiled Natives, mit denen wir schon mal geredet haben. Ich will mal gucken, ob wir hier jetzt einmal rein können. Ja. So, wie sieht's denn hier aus? Ja, eigentlich sieht's okay aus, oder nicht? Also natürlich bin ich auch noch unseren herabgewirtschafteten mitteleuropäischen Wälder gewohnt. Deshalb kann ich da jetzt nicht so unbedingt... Ja, okay, hier ist schon viel kahl. Liebe Grüße an Karel. Ah, 3. Camp.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Junge? Soll ich mich nochmal umziehen? Weißt du, wer ich bin? Hilft das vielleicht weiter?
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Willst du mich... F-I-C-K-E-N? Also, wirklich, ich bin entsetzt. Solch eine Unverschämtheit? Oh, ach. Ich habe hier was gefunden. Von wegen, ich darf hier nicht rein. Tja. Jo, was... Ey, da sind Gefangene. Was geht denn hier ab? Wenn ich mir mal so die Leute dort an den Felswänden anschaue, sind die gerade dabei, versklavt zu sein. Ach. Da werden einige Leute zur Rechenschaft gezogen werden müssen. Better call Desade. Oh. Ach, Jungies. Och, Junge. Immer trittst du mich.
Atoi! This is our prey, Renaigse. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance, and I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vagigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Cosillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Was für Property-Konflikt? Das ist doch komplett klar, wem das hier gehört. Seid ihr dumm? Warte mal, sind die Botschaften jetzt endlich mal offen?
It's blocked.
Nee. Ich frage mich, wann die da sind. Standet ihr schon immer hier so rum? Weirdos. So. Monsieur de Cosillon, wie kannst du mir helfen? Ich habe vergessen, wo du bist. Oben? Seit wann bist du denn oben? Hallo. Ach ja, stimmt. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Kursi.
Sir de Cosillon.
The Sade, my young student. What can I do for you?
I've come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing exploited by our woodcutters in order to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Nee.
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Cosillon.
So, jetzt müssen wir in den Keller nach unten.
Happy to see you, my dear.
You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
Allow me to present Aphra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my fair cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Konstantin.
Look out for yourself.
Oh, ich habe ihn eigentlich nur aus Spaß kurz angequatscht. Ach scheiße, jetzt habe ich mich verlaufen. So schnell geht das. Hier sind also die Archive. Das klingt ja so, als wäre es alleinig für Congregation jetzt da, aber ich frage mich nicht, ob da nicht vielleicht wer beschissen wurde. Fragen wir nochmal Lady de Morange. die ja angeblich sich so für die Natives interessiert. Klopf, klopf. Da gibt's was zu klären.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Habe ich überhaupt keine diplomatische Macht? Was soll denn der Blödsinn hier? Wozu bin ich bitte schön Legat? Okay, ich rede jetzt mal mit Aphra, was die eigentlich möchte.
Desarde, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
You are right, Aphra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desarde. Let's return to Dunkus's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
Ach, perfekt. Da müssen wir sowieso hin. So, wir sollten erstmal mit Dunkas quatschen. Hey, Brudi, was geht?
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely to accomplish your rituals or heal the area, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us, because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous dosentats.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the oaker berries,
We know that you're responsible for all this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renaigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awelum seg.
Jo, okay. Da wissen wir Bescheid dann. Da hatten wir ja schon gesehen, dass die Mine, naja, etwas suspicious aussieht. Aber wo wir schon auf der Map sind, machen wir einfach dann mit Aphras Quest weiter. Was könnt ihr mir erzählen?
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become doneigada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkus will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vetchadgenadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself, like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
No one? Sure thing. Oh Gott. Ich hoffe, ich riskiere keine potenzielle Beziehung mit Sjorda gerade. Wo müssen wir eigentlich hin? Hey, ich habe hier vergessen, ein Camp zu holen. War das auch vorher schon so? Kamen wir überhaupt vorher schon mal aus der Richtung? Ich bin gerade massiv verwirrt. Ihr merkt's. Ach, Mensch. Oh, komm schon. Oh, die sind schon hart, die Viecher. Puh. Aber ein Level wenigstens gemacht. Ja gut, das dauert noch, bis ich den richtig einsetzen kann. Habe ich das doch wirklich glatt übersehen? Witzig. Habe ich einfach generell hier die Stelle übersehen? Es kann wirklich sein. Wow, ich habe tatsächlich meinen Hirsch mit meinem Säbel erwischt. 2 Hühner! Los, komm her! Oh, krass. Ich bin so ein absoluter Wildlife-Killer. Nichts ist vor mir sicher. Warte, hier von diesem komischen Kreis geht auch noch was ab. Da können wir danach uns mal umschauen. Was ist das? Ein Zelt? Aber warum und von wem?
If this savage spoke the truth, we'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought of staying here too long, though, in case our corpse's cousins turn up. But we need to find a way to force this bloody root door.
Leute, Überraschung.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast.
I'm the legate of the merchant congregation, so you'd better watch your tone. I don't usually make a habit of being threatened by a bunch of thieves.
Since you don't like threats, let's get straight to practice. To arms, guys!
Hundesohn. Ja, die sind jetzt tot. Das habt ihr davon. So. Und ich sehe, ihr habt auch eure Finger nicht bei euch lassen können. Ah, okay. Ein Samen, den wir dafür brauchen. Und da diese Leute zu dumm sind, werden sie es niemals wissen können. Wo geht's hier denn rein? Sind das Höhlen? Das ist auch faszinierend. Oh Gott, ich habe schon wieder was kaputt gemacht. Och nein. Oh, so geht's anscheinend auch in die Höhle rein. Ich wollte das doch nicht kaputt machen. Ach, Mann. Okay, da ist eine Sackgasse. Ach, immer. Das ist so frustrierend. Ich laufe einfach dagegen und mache es kaputt. So. Aber das sieht mir richtig aus.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
Glücklicherweise schimmert er schon.
This stone. There's a slot at the top. Probably to put something in.
The natives' beliefs are based on exchanges. If we want this door to open, I imagine that we will have to make an offering.
Now we have to find out what we should offer.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place the seed on the stone.
Ja gut, so funktioniert das also. Eine coole Höhle. Irgendwo da habe ich wahrscheinlich was aufgesprengt. Oh Mann. Wir begehen gerade Hausfriedensbruch. Ah, da geht's hoch. Da habe ich es wahrscheinlich kaputt gemacht, ne? Sieht so aus. Genau. Da habe ich das aufgesprengt. Müssen wir wahrscheinlich nach da unten? Irgendwann? Würde ich fast abschätzen. Hier geht's wieder rum. Ist das ein anderes Höhlensystem oder... Nee, ich möchte nochmal zurückgehen. Und den normalen Weg gehen. Könnte man fast behaupten. Ja, das sieht soweit richtig aus.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call nardigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the 2 young natives.
Alles klar. Aber wo ist hier bitte schön Nardig? Bin ich blöd? Und das hier ist...
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Menawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest. Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Scheiße. Wo müssen wir hin? Hier hoch? Ah, hide in an elevated place. Alles klar.
Esco halen. Esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem. Avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daiga nidau. A yigi dames etier como lei.
Cair to, Morian. Ages radai de radidau em tairger began.
Cauden nes greta como lei. Nas oltargodu. Vregdetet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
Ich habe keinen blassen Schimmer, was sie gesagt haben. Großartig. Immerhin wissen wir, wo wir raus können. Ich will da runter. Das sieht so cool aus und so schön. Aber ich darf nicht. Meine tiefsten Wünsche werden mir verwehrt. Hier lang, ne? Ja.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkas said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
I hope the Dunkas will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Oh Gott, oh Gott, oh Gott. Das kann was werden. Aber wie versprochen, ich check mal aus, was das da für ein Pfad ist. So sieht das hier also bei Nacht aus. Und hier ist der Pfad, den ich gesehen hatte auf der Karte. Genau, was hier wohl ist. Tatsächlich sieht das extrem langweilig aus. Schade. Oh nein. Es war langweilig. Ich wollte doch was Spannendes sehen. Oh Gott, ich hoffe, ich verscherze es mir mit Dankers nicht. 21 Stunden. So, jetzt ist nur noch eine Stunde bis dahin. Muss ich dann da direkt an den Platz gehen? Zeig mir das mal auf der Map. Nee, ich muss einfach warten. Gut. Dann warten wir. Oh oh. Gleich kriegen wir garantiert Ärger.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkas. But I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Aphra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir mit denen reden.
How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
Okay, das ist ja ganz schön.
I cannot wait for the ritual to begin.
Okay.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Dunkas has accepted your presence.
So, Dunkas.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the others, Aphra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
So. Dann warten wir.
Arwich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
You are an Onolmanawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides, like a real doneigada.
Thank you, Dunkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglindaiga together at last.
What about you, Aphra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Scheiße. Oh Gott. Los, stirb, du Kleiner. Kannst du es... Der tritt mich auch noch? Junge.
You can count on me.
Los, stirb. Stirb, 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 stirb. Oh Gott. So, hier noch einer? Oh Gott, wo sind denn die alle? Los. Hier. Scheiße, da ist jemand gestorben. Nein, 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 nein. Oh Gott. Oh nein, oh Scheiße. Wo sind denn noch welche? Wie kann ich das denn unterbinden? Haben wir alle?
Your curiosity, Aphra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Manawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Oh, Aphra. Okay, ich mag Aphra. Ich mag Aphra wirklich. Sie ist ein bisschen übermotiviert, aber ansonsten hat sie, glaube ich, doch das Herz am richtigen Fleck.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I'm under the impression that you've not learned as many things as you wanted by observing Dunkus's clan.
That's true. I hope to discover the physical or alchemical mechanism behind their metamorphoses. But instead, I don't know. I think I now understand the bond that unites their people to this land, the links that connects them, and the power of their culture. It's unexpected. I wonder if this couldn't become another subject for study. The study of people, their customs and beliefs. If I said that in Al-Sad, people would think I've gone mad, but here, everything is possible, right? Learning about the natives would allow us to stop being afraid of them, and to see them like fellow humans at last.
I must leave you.
Da hat sie doch recht. So im Großen und Ganzen, ne? Und ich kann hier niemanden looten. Das ist eine Schande. Wirklich. Also, unmöglich. Ich bin zutiefst enttäuscht. Mit diesen Türstehern im Hintergrund verabschiede ich mich von euch. Ich denke, ihr könnt erahnen, wenn ihr diese Episode aufmerksam verfolgt habt, was beim nächsten Mal kommt. Richtig, wir gehen in die Mine und sprengen die Ketten. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen. Ihr dürft gerne Kritik und Kommentare da lassen. Das war's. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen.